You're back. How'd the investigation go?
Naja, sie lief rückwärts und bergab, wie immer, aber sie lief.
Well, I managed to get a lot more information thanks to Vivia's help.
Aber wie das alles zusammenpasst, ist die
Whatever,
Frage.
just tell us what you found. We don't have time.
Sure.
Und mal wieder bla 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 bla.
So nothing you found leads us directly to the culprit. Oh, damn.
Es war ja klar, dass es nicht so einfach wird.
Yeah, sorry.
If only we could get a glimpse of Dr. Weska's computer.
What could we learn from that?
Na, alles Mögliche, weil man alles mögliche Zeug auf dem Computer gespeichert hat.
The security logs. They should be saved on the doctor's computer.
Ja, stimmt.
If we could check the logs, we could clearly see the security system status. With that, we may be able to figure out when and how the culprit entered the lab.
Can't you check the logs with that computer instead?
I can see that the log file exists, but you must log on to the doctor's computer to see what's inside.
Na,
You were in the doctor's lab. Why didn't you check his computer?
You cannot touch anything while using spectral projection. So obviously, we couldn't mess with the computer either.
Well, why didn't you possess a peacekeeper in the room and make him order the others to do it?
Don't be unrealistic, please. The ghost form isn't all-powerful like that.
wäre schön, wenn sie es
It
wäre.
cannot take over someone else's body, nor can it be heard. In fact, you weren't able to hear the conversation between Yuma and me when we were using spectral projection.
Master, I think you should carefully remember that spectral projection trait.
Okay.
Huh? Why do you say that?
No reason. I just have a feeling.
Merkmale der Geisterform wie von Vivia erklärt. Es gibt mehrere Einschränkungen.
Since it can't be done with spectral projection, someone has to go back there and look at the doctor's computer, right?
Aber wie?
It's basically jumping right into enemy territory.
This is bad. His heartbeat.
Ach,
Are you serious? Is the chief gonna be all right?
Don't just stand there!
Right.
Chief, please stay with us! It was only a matter of time to begin with, but it looks like that time has come.
No! What should I do? At this rate, it'll be over for everyone! Chief Yako, Halara, Fubuki, Tetsuhiko, and even Thivia. I refuse to let it end without saving anyone!
To be honest, even if you want to go to the mystery labyrinth, you don't have enough clues.
So you're
Verdammt.
saying we can't do anything until we check the doctor's computer?
Hey, Master. You've always been relying on others until now. Isn't it time for you to do this yourself?
sie hat
Maybe
nicht
a trainee,
Unrecht.
but you're still a detective. Try to save everyone on your own.
On my own?
Nah, I guess you're not the type. Just teasing ya.
Yuma, what's wrong?
I'm heading back to check the doctor's computer. We have to find the final clue.
Wow.
Wait. Are you heading in there as yourself? Do you know what you're doing, Yuma? It's all over if you go out there and get caught.
Thanks to our investigation while in ghost form, I have an idea where the peacekeepers are located. Now is our only chance before Yomi comes back with more peacekeepers.
All right. I'll leave the investigation to you, Yuma.
Hey, are you sure about this?
Our hands are full just trying to treat the chief. We have no choice but to leave it to Yuma.
Sollten die sich nicht auch abwechseln bei der Herzdruckmassage? Es ist nämlich sau anstrengend.
The doctor's computer should have the security log and other important data hidden inside.
Right, I'll see to it.
I shall join you. That way, if you get caught, I can use my forte.
No, Fubuki. Please save your power for when everyone is in danger.
Yep.
I'll be fine.
Reversing time takes a lot of energy, right? It should be saved as a last resort.
All right.
I'll stay here as well.
Why? You should go!
There is nothing for me to do. Besides, even if we found the truth, it would not improve the situation here.
So you're just gonna give up? You gotta be kidding! Fine, I won't waste time asking you anything anymore. Just go to sleep or whatever. Yuma, you're our only hope. Show him you're no longer just a rookie.
Right, I'm heading off now.
Master, you're acting pretty cool.
Yep.
I am a detective after all. Well, a trainee one.
Seems like my training is working. Oh, and Master? Regarding the clumsy girl's time rewinding power, you should probably keep that in mind too.
Huh? Why?
It probably has nothing to do with the case. Just a feeling. You know, just in case.
Sure.
Fubukis Vater kann die Zeit zurückdrehen. Sie wurde während der Kontrolle von Amapel verwendet. Okay.
All right, let's move carefully so the peacekeepers don't spot us.
Master! They'll spot you if you go that way!
Da sind auch welche. Ah, ich hasse sowas. Aber gut. Ich kann ja hier noch lang. Stimmt. Okay, das war jetzt einfacher als gedacht.
I managed to get here without being seen, but there should be more peacekeepers up ahead. I better keep moving and stay out of sight.
Wait, what if some toxic gas is still lingering around? Nah, just kidding.
Ich weiß nicht, ob ich ihren sinnvollen Humor immer teile.
I knew it. There are still some peacekeepers. But once I'm at the computer, I'll be in their blind spot.
How are you going to get past them?
I just need to reach the computer without being seen.
This mission is impossible. Master, you gotta make sure you don't get clumsy.
Yep.
There's no time. We need to hurry up and check the... All that's left is to check the computer.
Ah!
Who's there?
Oh no!
Jeez, I told you not to get clumsy.
You're that terrorist detective. How did you get here?
Nein, 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 wir sind nur Teilzeit-Terrorist.
I'll catch you and report to Director Yomi.
Master, you'll have to take a chance in the mystery labyrinth.
Wait, I didn't check the computer yet! I have to do that before going to the mystery labyrinth.
Then what are you gonna do?
What do I do?
Ach,
Just come quietly. Resistance is futile.
What's the matter? Livia!
Sheesh. What a pain. I want to die someday.
Vivia, you came to help me?
I always like to keep this syringe in my pocket.
er wird immer gruseliger.
He walks around with a syringe. He's like a walking cop magnet.
I know I should leave you alone, but curiosity got the best of me.
Was ist denn da für ein Mittel drin, das so schnell wirkt?
You are like death itself.
You said that before, but I'm not the death detective.
No matter. I will be a witness to the end. Once you obtain the truth, I'll see if you choose to scream or fall silent.
I don't get what you mean, but you really saved me. And now I can check the doctor's computer. Vivia really helped us out there. Let's wrap up this investigation now. It's not locked. Oh, thank goodness.
No one could enter this room, so he didn't need to set a password.
Time to check it out. Let's see. Security log, reference folder 1, folder 2, folder 3.
Well, what are you looking at? And what did you find out?
Well, basically, when the security system is turned on or off, it automatically records the date and time in the log. So if someone cut the security and entered this room without permission, it would be recorded in the log.
Uh-huh. I don't really get it. I'm not into modern machines and stuff.
Huh? What's going on here?
What's wrong?
The only instance of the security being switched off was an hour ago. It hasn't been turned back on since, so... That means this must have been when I used Amapal to disable the security.
Yep.
Right. So what?
Well, the last time security was cut was 90 days ago.
90 days?
Also 3 Monate.
Which means that security was up for at least 90 days before I disarmed it. There wasn't a single moment that security was cut during that time.
Aufzeichnungen zeigen, dass das Sicherheitssystem vor einer Stunde deaktiviert wurde. Das letzte Mal wurde es vor 90 Tagen deaktiviert.
This old man was cooped up in here for 90 days? He's a bona fide shut-in!
That's not the problem here. There's no record of anyone coming in and out of this room.
Wenn du Menschen einfach so überhaupt nicht ausstehen kannst.
There should be a log of the hitman entering before we did. Since there isn't, the doctor couldn't have been murdered here.
Ne, wurde er aber.
It's the perfect, impossible crime.
From the looks of it, it appears we have strayed further from the truth. The files are formatted to prevent editing. There doesn't appear to be signs that the log was rewritten.
We've checked the data, but it's just made the crime even more impossible.
And thus, the mystery deepens. Mysterious.
It's not over yet. There could be more secret data. Halara even mentioned it. His emails haven't been deleted. He's been communicating a lot with the same person. One message is fairly recent, too.
Von... An Doktor. Doktor, wir haben Probleme. Jemand hat unseren Deal aufgedeckt. Du solltest vorerst untertauchen. Es scheint an der Zeit, Schluss zu machen. Wir haben schon genug Profit daraus geschlagen. Es ist zu gefährlich, weiterhin Forschungsergebnisse und vertrauliche Informationen preiszugeben. Hiermit ziehe ich mich komplett zurück. Mit diesem Geld werde ich meine neue Forschung finanzieren. Was? Stimmen die Gerüchte? Du hast vor, den Kanalbezirk zu verlassen? Doktor, sag nicht, dass du planst, die Forschung zu nehmen und davon zu laufen. Ich hoffe, du weißt das bereits, aber du kannst nirgendwo hingehen. Was ist los, Doktor? Ignorierst du mich? Ich werde keinen Verrat zulassen. Ich habe es dir schon einmal gesagt. Aber du kannst nirgendwo hinlaufen. Pass bloß auf.
This is...
Quite a suspicious exchange. I'm sure Doctor refers to Dr. Huesca, but who is the anonymous person?
The address is just random characters jumbled together. It'd be hard to figure out who the person is just from this.
The doctor spoke to a mysterious person about leaking research and confidential information.
Speaking of which, Makoto mentioned something similar.
Well, this is just a rumor, but someone in Amaterasu Corporation is working behind the scenes with Dr. Huesca. I don't know what they're plotting, but if this rumor is true, they must be dealt with eventually.
So his suspicions were right. Searching through the backlog of the emails, this appears to have been going on for over 5 years. But it seems like their relationship soured about 6 months ago. I guess the doctor wanted to cut ties.
So the doctor plotted to leave Kanai Ward, and this anonymous tried to stop him.
It's more like he directly threatened him, if you ask me.
Die E-Mail-Aufzeichnungen von Dr. Huesca und Unbekannt. Bis vor kurzem bestand ein regelmäßiger Austausch zwischen ihnen.
Could Anonymous be the one who hired the hitman?
The doctor betrayed him, so he sought to kill the doctor. Makes sense.
The doctor didn't shut himself in here just for research. He did it to protect himself.
Ah,
He felt Anonymous posed a threat, so he barricaded himself in a lab with impenetrable security. That also makes sense.
But he sure didn't act like someone living with a death threat, right?
Either he was that confident in his security, or it was just a facade. Regardless, this Anonymous is very suspicious. If only we could find out who this is.
Even if that person hired the hitman, we still don't know how he got inside.
ja.
True, that is the biggest puzzle here. How did the culprit get through such perfect security and murder the doctor? If we don't figure that out, the case can't be solved and our innocence can't be proven.
Huh?
What are you doing here?
You again?
Wir werden dich nicht in Ruhe lassen.
What are you, anyway? Were you born just to get in my way? Or was this all fated from the very beginning? No. Fate is just an excuse for defeatists. Alright, fine. You're not just some shit in my path. You're an obstacle in the way of my ideals. A piece of trash. Trash must be dealt with properly before you rot and start to stink! What's your name?
Yuma Kokopet.
I see. I'll make a path through Kanai Ward's sewers with your name on it.
Oh, wie toll. Das wollte ich doch schon immer mal haben.
Of course. It'll be named after your bones once they're dumped there. Hey! Capture these criminals! I'll execute them on the spot!
Shinigami, can you do it?
Of course, Master!
Okay, gut.
We're finally acting like partners! And of course, it's all thanks to my basic training!
To the mystery labyrinth.
Alright! Mystery Labyrinth!
Auf geht's. Na, werden die uns dann nicht erschießen, wenn wir jetzt wieder zurück sind? Ich meine, darüber können wir uns auch später Sorgen machen, aber
This. I see. So this is your true power.
yep, kann man so sagen.
Yuma. I knew you were dangerous.
No matter what you say, it's already way too late.
I want to die someday.
Down the rabbit hole we go.
Ja, speichern. So, ich werde aber noch eine Weile jetzt weitermachen. Es ist schon nach 16 Uhr, wie die Zeit vergeht.
Again with the falling. Why can't it ever be a gentle landing? Oh, Vivia. This is called the Mystery Labyrinth.
So, this place is a physical manifestation of mysteries from the case?
Ganz genau.
You can tell? Oh, well, anyway, this actually isn't my forte. It's...
Due to the power of death. Her, right?
Huh?
Ja,
So you really could see me this whole time.
es ist bei mir so schlimm, wenn ich am Visual Novel spielen, im Schrägstrich lesen bin. Das kann ich teilweise stundenlang machen und dann schaue ich mal wieder auf die Uhr und denke mir so, wie ist jetzt bitte schon so viel Zeit wieder vergangen?
He could?
Ich hatte übrigens schon so eine Ahnung, dass er Shinigami sehen kann.
It's due to my spiritual affinity. Ever since I was young, I've been able to see otherworldly things. My forte was gained through training that innate talent. Though, I wasn't able to see her clearly like this before. I could tell you were talking to some haze following you around, but that was it.
Es klingt irgendwie noch gruseliger.
Until one day, I used my spectral projection at the agency, and saw that death god clear as crystal. After that, I did some research. I discovered that the WDO underground book vault held something called the Book of Death. And also, that someone had taken it.
Did I take it? Before I lost my memories?
Ja,
I don't know. Since you're a rookie, I doubt you'd have access to the book vault. Only a handful of people have WDO clearance for that.
Just a handful?
Anyway, you've been using this ability to solve the other cases up till now, haven't you?
Yeah.
So, this is also related to the mysterious deaths of all those culprits?
in der Tat.
My guess is, clearing a labyrinth, a materialization of a mystery, causes its true perpetrator to die. If that's the case, You've killed a lot of people with your own hands, Yuma.
Well, I didn't really kill anyone. It's just what happens when...
Nope. I may be the one reaping their souls, but the blood is still on your hands.
What? Hey!
Wir sind wieder bei seinen Zweifeln, die er am Anfang hatte.
No point in pretending to be a goody two-shoes. You're risking your life to solve these mysteries.
I see. So you're determined to do this, huh? Sorry, but I don't think I have that kind of conviction myself. So, I think I'll take a nap here while you go and risk your life.
Läuft bei ihm.
You can sleep if you want, but you won't be able to get out.
Is that so?
If you're not with Master when and if he solves the labyrinth, this place will collapse around you. Well, if you don't have any regrets in the real world, you're free to die here.
Regrets? I don't have any of those, but there are still some things I've left unfinished.
Also muss er doch
Especially
mitkommen.
after you exposed the mystery of this case.
What do you mean by that?
I'll be perfectly clear. I'm just going to tag along. I'll leave the heavy lifting to you.
Ja, wie alle anderen bisher jetzt auch.
I don't care what you do, just don't get in our way. Well, Master, let's do the usual.
Yeah, okay.
Master, are you ready to give your life for the truth?
I am.
Is that sword for cutting through mysteries? This place must be pretty dangerous.
In der Tat ist das so.
Here you go, Master. Here's your solution key.
Wie immer schön vollgekotzt.
Is that key something like a clue for the case? Wow. Looks like you're ready to go.
Could you be more of a doubter? Whatever. I'm gonna ignore you.
Das, was du gerade eben nicht machst.
So let's go and unravel this mystery labyrinth. Let's hunt down this culprit who preys on the truth.
We have to walk? This is unbearable.
Come on! You're bumming me out here.
I thought you were going to ignore him.
Das ist wie mit den guten Vorsätzen zu Neujahr. Man hält es ja doch nicht ein.
Say, Vivia, do you remember anything about the case?
You mean Dr. Huesca's murder? Or are you talking about when Chief Yako was attacked?
Huh? You remember? Everyone else that came here lost their memories.
That's pretty rare. Must be because of his whole spiritual thing.
So the others lost their memories. That's why no one remembers this death god.
How rude of them. It's thanks to yours truly that those cases got solved.
That reminds me, I used my coalescence with Fubuki before Vivia. But Vivia is the only one who came into the mystery labyrinth.
I guess coalescence got overwritten. Maybe it only takes the most recent ability. I don't know either.
You don't know? But coalescence is your power, Shinigami.
Relax, will ya? Minor detail.
Nein, es ist überhaupt nicht unwichtig.
You would have been better off with Fubuki. She would have been far more useful for this case.
It doesn't matter anyway. No one can use their forte here.
Yep.
Oh. So now I really don't have to do anything. Thank goodness. What a relief.
Jeez! You ever think your lack of motivation could be contagious?
Das ist tatsächlich so, dass mangelnde Motivation oft ansteckt.
Hey, relax.
Ooh, there's that mystery!
Huh? I wish they wouldn't spring out of nowhere like that.
I thought this labyrinth would only require your wits. But it looks like it's going to take more than that, Yuma.
Ja.
He doesn't have a whole lot of wits, so he doesn't have a choice.
Huh? Why didn't a problem appear?
Not only was there no problem, no choice appeared either. Master, maybe you don't even know which mystery to start with to solve this case.
Yeah, there's so many unknowns. I'm honestly feeling lost right now.
Come on! You gotta know where to start with this stuff, or you won't be able to solve a single thing. Let's decide that for now. What's the first mystery of this case?
The first mystery is the fact that Dr. Weska was murdered in a completely locked room with no way in or out. The doctor was located deep in the critical lab, behind layers of security. And yet, he was found stabbed to death. We were the first to discover the body. At the time, we were controlling the robot, Amapel. Because of that, we were thought to be the culprits, but we obviously aren't. So how did the culprit get in and out of the doctor's lab? That's what I don't know.
But the culprit is definitely the hitman, right?
I think so, but I'm not absolutely sure. Besides, even if the hitman did it, there's the question of who hired him. But there's no doubt the hitman stabbed Chief Yako. That's the only thing I'm absolutely certain about.
Peacekeepers?
Ach, sogar hier gehen sie uns auf die Nerven.
Kanai Ward's garbage. What are you doing here?
Der ist in seiner normalen Form hier.
Yumi Hell Smile.
So the director of the Peacekeepers is here.
Yeah, but he's just part of the mystery labyrinth.
I figured. In other words, he's a monster created from the labyrinth, right?
Right.
You pieces of shit. You're disturbing the peace of Kanai Ward!
Oh, ich liebe diese Form.
This guy doesn't seem like an easy opponent.
But we have no choice. For Chief Yako, for everyone.
You killed Dr. Weska, didn't you? Turn yourselves in so I can torture you to death!
So, mal sehen, wie das läuft.
You're the ones who killed Dr. Weska! You disarmed the security system to the doctor's lab. And then murdered him inside. Until you actually entered the lab, the security system for the critical lab stayed active.
Das
It's
ist
impossible to
tatsächlich
bypass the
so.
system while it's active. In other words, no one can enter the doctor's lab. There couldn't be an intruder. Which makes you the culprit.
Right.
Ja, es wäre ziemlich schwierig gewesen, durch die Sicherheitssysteme zum Hochsicherheitslabor zu gelangen. Der Doktor ist gestorben, bevor wir reinkamen, was bedeutet, dass es einen weiteren Eindringling gegeben haben muss. Ach, vielleicht. Der Fußabdruck. Der Fußabdruck wahrscheinlich. Genau.
The ones who killed Dr. Weska. You disarmed the security system to the doctor's lab. And then murdered him inside. Until you actually entered the lab, the security system for the critical lab stayed active. It's impossible to bypass the system while it's active. In other words, no one can enter the doctor's lab. There couldn't be an intruder.
This is the truth.
Halt, stopp. Bleibt ja alles so, wie es ist. Oder auch nicht.
When the body was first discovered, Amapao was about to enter the doctor's lab. But something bumped into it and knocked it over.
Oder vielleicht auch jemand.
In fact, there was a mark on Amapao's head, like someone kicked it. That mark wasn't there when we borrowed it. It's proof that someone else was in the lab.
You call that evidence? Is bullshit the only thing that comes out of that mouth?
Bockmist, das Übersetzung für Bullshit. Gute Idee, wäre ich nicht drauf gekommen. Ich hatte die Situation tatsächlich schon und mir wäre nichts eingefallen.
Don't make me laugh. Shit! There was an intruder? That's impossible! And in fact, you proved that yourself!
My claim doesn't hold up.
Haben wir das?
What do you mean? We proved there wasn't an intruder.
You still don't understand? Don't make me laugh! If there was another intruder, then where did they go? By the time you arrived at the scene, there was no one else, right? There's no place to hide in the critical room. There's no way they got past you. Or are you saying they slipped away and you missed it? That's obviously impossible! Isn't that funny? You just proved you committed the crime!
Right.
Ich will ja nicht klug scheißen, aber ich habe gerade gesehen, dass sie das falsche das verwendet haben. Es stimmt, dass wir, nachdem wir das Sicherheitssystem deaktiviert hatten, niemanden in Richtung Labor gehen sehen haben.
What does that mean?
Niemanden in Richtung Labor gesehen haben. Warum? Wie konnte sich der Täter vor uns verstecken? Ja, ich habe da schon so eine Idee. Und zwar... Genau. Das Gerät in der
There was
Luftreise.
another intruder. Then where did they go?
Ja, wo ist er denn hin?
By the time you arrived at the scene, there was no one else, right? There's no place to hide in the critical layer.
Slash through this mystery.
Das habe ich mir schon gedacht, dass er sich da versteckt haben könnte.
There's a
Okay.
hiding spot. It's inside the airlock's decontamination device. The vents cover can be easily removed, and there's just enough space for someone to fit inside. If they hid inside the decontamination device, we wouldn't have seen them when we arrived at the scene.
So what? You've got it all wrong anyway. Everything is wrong. Your existence is all wrong. Have fun chasing that fake truth you found.
Okay. Bis später dann. Na, wie oft wird er uns wohl hier auf die Nerven gehen?
We managed to defeat him this time, but it's not over yet.
He sure is persistent, huh?
Anyway, there's no doubt someone else was inside the doctor's lab. So let's unravel each mystery one at a time.
All right, we'll get it this time.
Gab es einen Eindringling?
Come on, why does it have to be so sudden?
Okay, now that we've wedged our way into this mystery, we just gotta head through the labyrinth and reach the truth!
Ja. Das Zeichen auf der Tür ist übrigens das Kanji für Elektrizität. Nur so als Hinweis. Es muss ja einen Eindringling gegeben haben. Anders wäre der Fall nicht möglich.
We're just now getting to the point? What a pain.
Hey, don't sigh, this is a good thing!
Sorry.
Anyway, let's head inside.
There was an intruder for sure. We know someone bumped into Amapao.
The culprit probably hit Amapel on their way out. After that, they must have intended to leave the lab. But they couldn't because we were in the front chamber. So they hid inside the decontamination device to avoid us.
So, if you checked inside the decontamination device on the way to the scene,
Ja, hätte, Fahrradkette.
you would have caught the culprit then and there.
Yeah, but it was an emergency and we had no idea they were in there.
It's super lame to make up excuses, Master.
It's not an excuse, but it is true. If I had thought about why Amapal was knocked over at that time, I would have realized the culprit was in there. We could have waited in ambush or searched for them. And if I'd caught the culprit then, Chief Yako wouldn't have gotten stabbed.
Naja, noch ist er nicht erstochen. Wenn erstochen heißt, dass die Person schon gestorben ist. Das ist das Problem, wenn man versucht, das englische stabbed zu übersetzen, wenn jemand nur mit dem Messer angegriffen wurde. Mit dem Messer angegriffen ist so lang, aber anders geht's nicht. Weil stab heißt im Englischen beides. Das kann entweder erstochen heißen, wenn die Person gestorben ist, oder auch mit dem Messer nur angegriffen.
Master, wallowing in regret is even lamer. If you have time for that, you have time to keep going.
Es nervt mich jedes Mal, dass es im Deutschen kein Wort für mit dem Messer angegriffen, aber hat überlebt gibt.
Right.
Another fork in the path.
Seems like we're finally at the central question. This is the first step to solving how the culprit committed an impossible murder.
I leave the rest to you. I'm going to read a book or something.
You can bring your own stuff into the mystery labyrinth?
He's just special.
So, ich würde sagen, hier an dieser Stelle beende ich mal für heute. Morgen kann ich leider nicht um dieselbe Zeit wie sonst immer streamen. Ich werde schauen, ob ich morgen später noch ins Stream reinquetschen kann. Aber auf jeden Fall erstmal bye-bye. Bis morgen oder Freitag.